Everybody, hope y'all doing well today. This is going to be my review of season 11, episode 21. The title of the episode is Outpost 22. Kind of a missed opportunity when they could have just made it the 22nd episode. But yeah, let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, can't remember where we were at, so I'm going to have to watch the catch up. Let's see. Oh yeah, they have all these, things with Judith that's been through this third of the season, and they're pretty nice. Makes me think that she's going to be the Carl sitting in the chair, like at the end of the comic. But then we get to Maggie and Gabriel and Rosita. It's kind of funny, not ha funny, like just weird, I guess is a better word, that they would only have put like 2 or 3 in one truck and then everybody else in the buses. But of course Maggie, escapes, and they all escape, and I don't know. You would just think that they would notice that a little more, especially when they cause the truck wreck. I mean, when you're in a convoy, at least my dad was in the Army and then in the National Guard, and his National Guard unit was a transportation unit. You always watch out for your convoy, so if there were any real type of military force patterned after a real military force, they would have kind of went back for their people. But yeah, I just got to thinking one thing that doesn't make a lot of sense to people in this episode, because I've watched, this episode, like all of them except for the very last one, comes on a week early on AMC Plus, and so, I've watched a lot of reviews, and, I've had this episode in my mind for a week. So yeah, there's a bit and a bit that I'll talk about in a bit. But Rosita and Gabriel, taking the Commonwealth guy down. Then you got Ezekiel and everybody on the bus, and yeah, they don't let them know where they're going. But it's funny, they have to be, because once you find out, and I don't think it'll ruin this review, but once you find out where Outpost 22 is, it is Alexandria, so they're just taking them home, really. But where they're working, I don't know where it is. It may be a good distance away. I know what I was going to talk about earlier now, though. I think that, there's a little kid walker that chases Maggie around, and I think, besides missing her own son, I think the drugs that they gave him to knock them out probably made her and everybody just a little more on edge and a little more emotional, because, drugs like that do things like that to you. And then Rosita is just trying to keep on keeping on, even though she's got a dislocated shoulder. But she is a warrior woman, like all the women on her show. Yeah, a lot of the other big reviewers and stuff suspect she will probably die, and I could see that. I mean, Father Gabriel dies in the Whisper War in the comics, so I could see them, since she's long dead in the comics, I could see them kind of flip-flopping it Or at least I think she's long dead in the comics. I can't remember 100%. It's been a while. Been a while since I read those, but then she's like, did I hear a train? Yeah. This train thing is kind of aggravating. I do believe that it goes to the CRM. That would just make the most sense. Because the Commonwealth just does not have... They might have a lot of people, but they don't have the just brute force determination to get things done. I think CRM has done most of the heavy lifting, and they're just doing just the bare minimum of what they have to do. That's why they don't even really let other people in the Commonwealth know. They're just, you know, using prisoners and people they've disappeared. Carol and Daryl, I'm always amazed how they try to make them sort of Rambo-ish. I mean, like when they had Carol save everybody in season 5, you know, there was memes of Carol Bow. Yeah, Maggie kind of just, you know, out of it with the little kid. I do think those drugs are part of what caused that. I think that's why she doesn't notice that Daryl and Carol pull up. And I've not heard anybody else say that, so that's my theory. I do wish with this last season they would just cut out commercials. Just have it sponsored by somebody. Each one. Even have the bottom 10%. Just, you know, or 20% of the screen. I would rather have that than the commercial breaks, but they probably never do that. They keep trying to figure out, you know, what in the hell's going on. And then you have Ezekiel and Negan button heads. But yeah, I mean, I never even thought about them butting heads, but you know, when they do have the war against Negan, Ezekiel did lose a ton of people, and there never was a true reckoning for that. I really enjoyed the train ambush thing. I thought that was done pretty well. But I do wish there'd been like something with the CRM designs on it or something, you know, but really we have nothing at all. A little car chase. That's like the second one they've had since they came back for these last 8, and that's just kind of silly. The death of the conductor, I thought that was done well. You know, whoever is above him has really got his goat. But yeah, we are almost to the end. Yeah, anyways, Ezekiel and Negan getting on the same page. You know, that's our group, no matter what our group is, they're always trying to get on the same page. Maggie trying to be Rick in the train cars from years ago doesn't quite pull it off, but yeah, and then we find out at the very end that Outpost 22 is Alexandria. Anyways, the next episode is pretty good too. It's a little slow in the beginning, but that will be for next week's review. We'll have that one. We'll have the week after that. And then a break for a week because they're not letting anybody see the last one early. And then that one. So 3 more. And then no more. At least to these. Anyways, we'll see you all next time.